Once upon a time, long ago in a village called Umwaba, lived a young woman named Ginika. Ginika was known for her good art and beauty. Everyone loved her and she loved everyone in return. But Ginika was not married, and this became an issue for her parents. One day, a handsome stranger named Chibuzo came to the village. He was tall, strong, and had a mysterious hair about him. The villagers were curious about him, but no one knew where he came from. Chibuzo approached Ginika's father and asked for her hand in marriage. "I have traveled far and wide," Chibuzo said. "I have heard of Ginika's beauty and good heart. I wish to make her my wife." Ginika's father was surprised but pleased. He called Ginika and asked for her thoughts. Ginika looked at Chibuzo and felt something special. She agreed to marry him, and soon they were wedded in a grand style. The whole village celebrated and Ginika was very happy. But Chibuzo had a secret. He took Ginika to his home, which was deep in the forest, far from the village. It was a beautiful place, but Ginika noticed something strange. Chibuzo always wore a bandage on his right leg, and he never let her see what was underneath. One night, as they were sitting by the fire, Ginika asked him about it. "My husband, why do you always cover your leg? What is beneath the bandage?" Chibuzo looked serious. "There is something you must know, my dear wife. I have a wound that never heals. If you ever see it, you must lick it continuously to stay alive." Ginika was shocked but loved her husband deeply. She promised never to remove the bandage unless necessary. They lived happily, but the mystery of the wound always lingered in her mind. Days turned into weeks and weeks into months. Ginika and Chibuzo were happy, but Ginika's curiosity about the bandage grew stronger. Chibuzo always avoided talking about it, and this made Ginika more curious. One evening, while Chibuzo was sleeping, Ginika's curiosity got the better of her. She decided to take a peek at the wound. She slowly unwrapped the bandage, and what she saw shocked her. The wound was deep, red, and looked very painful. It seemed to glow with a strange light. Ginika remembered Chibuzo's words and quickly covered the wound again. She felt guilty for breaking her promise, but couldn't shake the image from her mind. She worried about her husband and wanted to help him. The following morning, Chibuzo noticed something different. "Ginika, is everything alright?" he asked. Ginika hesitated, but then decided to tell the truth. "I'm sorry, my husband. I looked at your wound. I was worried about you." Chibuzo sighed deeply. "You should not have done that, Ginika. But now, you must lick the wound continuously to stay alive." Ginika was frightened, but remembered her promise. She knelt beside her husband and gently licked the wound. To her amazement, the wound started to heal slowly. Chibuzo looked at her with love and gratitude. "You have saved me, my dear wife," he said. "But remember, you must continue to lick the wound or we both will face great danger." Ginika nodded, understanding the seriousness of the situation. She was determined to keep her promise and protect her husband. But she couldn't help but wonder about the true nature of the wound and what caused it. As time passed, Ginika and Chibuzo's bond grew stronger, but the mystery of the wound continued to haunt Ginika. She decided to find out more about it and help her husband once and for all. One day, while Chibuzo was away, an old woman named Nneka visited their home. Nneka was known for her wisdom and knowledge of ancient secrets. Ginika welcomed her and decided to seek her help. "Nneka, my husband has a wound that never heals. I have to lick it to keep him and myself alive. Do you know what could cause such a thing?" Ginika asked. Nneka looked thoughtfully and then nodded. "I have heard of such a wound. It is the result of a powerful curse Many years ago, a wicked witch cursed a young man for refusing her hand in marriage. The curse was that he would have a wound that never heals, and only the love of his true wife could keep it from consuming him. Ginika was shocked. So, Chibuzo is that young man? Ginika nodded. Yes, my dear, the witch curse is powerful, but true love can break it. You must continue to show your love and care for him, and perhaps one day the curse will be lifted. Ginika thanked Ginika for her wisdom. She decided to tell Chibuzo about Ginika's visit and the witch curse. When Chibuzo returned, Ginika told him everything. Chibuzo looked sad but grateful. It is true, I was cursed by the witch, and you are the only one who can keep the curse at bay with your love. Ginika hugged her husband tightly. I will never leave you, Chibuzo. We will find a way to break this curse together. Ginika and Chibuzo were determined to break the curse at all costs. So they decided to find the witch and ask her to lift the curse. They knew it would be a dangerous journey, but they were willing to do anything to be free from her grip. They packed some food and water and set out on their journey. The forest was thick and dark, but they pressed on. As they walked, they met many challenges. After many days of traveling, they finally reached their destination. It was a dark cave, hidden deep in the forest. Ginika and Chibuzo took a deep breath and entered the cave. Inside, they found the witch sitting by a fire. She was old and wrinkled, with eyes that glowed like embers. She looked at them and laughed. So, you have come to lift the curse, the witch said. It is not so easy. Ginika stepped forward bravely. Please, witch, lift the curse from my husband. We love each other so much, and we want to live in peace. The witch looked at Ginika and then at Chibuzo. Love, you say? Love is what caused this curse. He refused my love, and now he suffers. Chibuzo stepped forward. I am sorry for what I did, but I truly love my wife, Ginika. Please, lift the curse. The witch looked at them for a long time. Finally, she spoke. There is only one way to lift the curse. Ginika must prove her love by licking the wound one last time for a period of 2 hours. If she does this with a pure heart, the curse will be broken. Ginika didn't hesitate. She knelt beside Chibuzo and gently licked the wound for straight 2 hours. As she did, the wound began to heal completely. The witch watched with a surprise. You have proven your love, the witch said. The curse is lifted. Go and live in peace. Ginika and Chibuzo thanked the witch and left the cave, feeling a great weight lifted from their shoulders. With the curse lifted, Ginika and Chibuzo returned to their home in the forest. They were overjoyed and felt a sense of freedom they had never known before. The wound on Chibuzo's leg was completely healed, and they knew they could now live a normal life. When they returned to the village, the villagers welcomed them with open arms. They had heard about the curse and were happy to see Chibuzo healed. Ginika's parents were overjoyed to see their daughter happy and safe. One evening, Chibuzo looked at Ginika and smiled. Thank you, my love. You saved me with your kindness and bravery. I will always be grateful. Ginika smiled back. We saved each other, Chibuzo. Our love is strong and nothing can ever break it.